Alright guys, TacticalRabbit back again today. Hope you're enjoying your Tuesday so far, and today we're going to talk about the New York Subliners and Attach's role on the starting lineup for next season, which may not be there at all. A couple of days ago we talked about Clayster's most likely option to be going to the New York Subliners, joining alongside Zuma, former teammate of course, and Mac, kind of a young talent that he could be developing. Attach was no longer rumoured onto this team and was actually rumoured to be going with accuracy to some other squad, potentially LAG, potentially somewhere else. Things are very volatile behind the scenes. If this does come true, that Clayster, Zuma and Mac is a team of 3 and Attach is no longer there, why would they no longer keep Attach, and what other options could potentially be on the table? That's the kind of stuff we're going to be talking about today. Like if you guys enjoy the video, subscribe if you are new as always. I would greatly appreciate it. 30,000 subscribers on the verge. This came out yesterday actually from ESPN. They did an interview with Clayster Arda over there, and well, this is a funny clip I'll just put on screen for you guys real quick of when Arda asks Olive, which is Clayster's dog, to well give us some hints on where Clayster could potentially be going, and he asks well, you know, you just watch the clip.
Rate your optimism about the title. Oh, Olive wants to chime in here. Olive, where is Clay going? Where's Clay signing, Olive? Can you tell us? If you don't mind. Oh, there you go, in perfect position. Yeah. And Olive's going to tell us where Clay is signing next in 3, 2, 1. Sit if it's New York. Sit. Well, okay, confirmed. Confirmed. Is that... There it is. Confirmation, everybody. Subliners. Let's get that jersey out.
So this came out from Krone a couple of days ago. Then Clayster announced on Tuesday he's going to be gone from the Dallas Empire, of course, after winning the World Championship in an unbelievable fashion. Shortly after, the New York Subliners contacted the veteran player. The 3, that being Zuma, Mac and Clayster, will look for a flex player to fill the final spot on the roster. Attach and Accuracy are currently exploring their options, with Los Angeles Guerrillas being a top target. So to my understanding, it's possible Attach comes back into this team and is the 4th, and maybe that's like a 15% likelihood. But to my understanding, that's not very likely at all, and I think they will be looking for another 4th onto this starting lineup. Does, you know, as I say, it begs the question, why is Attach not here? It certainly makes sense. He's played with Zuma for a number of years, played with Clayster for a number of years, especially on the FaZe Clan team, for example. I mean, Clay and Attach won the World Championship together back in the 2015 days on Denial. I think Clayster also talked on the Mobcast a couple of days ago that Attach was one of his favourite teammates of all time, so it's strange where this would happen. Maybe it's not even a New York Subliners decision, and it's simply Attach wanting to still team with accuracy and take that next step. Maybe it's not, well, New York Subliners and those guys who wouldn't want to keep him, but maybe Attach just feels like with accuracy, he has a better opportunity to win next season. Interesting, really, given Clayster's won back-to-back World Championships. I'd be relishing the opportunity to play with him again, especially given you've won a World Championship with him in the past. Who knows what's going to go on? Maybe we'll get some indications from these guys after everything is set in stone. But if Attach isn't on the team and is looking for new opportunities with accuracy to go elsewhere, what could the Subliners potentially do to bring in a young talent? Just to mention before we get onto that then, we had this a couple of days ago, you know, probable new team. Attach may not remain on the roster. There was a couple of discussions here on stream about, yeah, he said he's not getting dropped, he's staying in New York. We'll have a look at that clip in a second. But then he just said he's a full-time content creator and isn't in the league anymore, so he could just be baiting everything. A couple of clips to share. This first one from Zuma saying how Clayster brings out the best in him, implying that this is going to be the case on the Subliners that we're looking at in a second. And then there's one from Attach saying that he still is on the Subliners, even though I kind of doubt it.
Playing for Subliners for the upcoming season. I'm on the Subliners still. Technically on the Subliners. For next season.
To continue the thread then, we had this that came out from the Subliners yesterday. Zuma, Attach and Clayster go way back. Hear about their time together on FaZe and what caused them to disband. So like a 6-7 minute video here that the Subliners put out. You know, Clay goes, "Are you trying to court me?" You know, almost saying something, right? Like, I'd be surprised if Subliners put this video out and then Clayster doesn't come in. But it's interesting that Attach is here as well. And, well, potentially not going forwards on this lineup. But we'll have to see how it goes over the coming days. What then could the Subliners do to try and replace Attach in this team? Because it certainly makes sense in terms of the role dynamics. You have Zuma and Mac on your SMGs, Attach on that kind of flex role, Clayster as the main AR. But it's possible that Clayster is looking at this team and thinking, well, I really want to play with Mac, I really want to develop him into the next, like, Simpa Beezy, like, type of player that we've seen. I mean, Hugeli Shotzi, of course, on the Empire last year, and want to do that with them. But Clayster might be thinking, okay, hang on, like, these last couple of years, I've had a couple of, like, young players to develop, and Attach is kind of a player that I've already developed, right, over the several years from the Advanced Warfare days to, you know, make him the man bad he is today, I suppose. So maybe Clayster's thinking, well, damn, maybe I want a different player than Attach to try and like mold into that role. Attach certainly has a high ceiling, but maybe Clayster's thinking, well, damn, if I could get someone else in who maybe isn't so experienced and I haven't played with in the past, then I could develop them even into an even like better player in theory and could be better for our organization. So there's a couple of options that are on the table right now which people are talking about. This is what I think it looks like on the squad. Zuma, Mac plus Clayster as the team of 3. Maybe you get Doug Sensor Martin as a 4th baby. That would be a squad for the books. But Accuracy and Attach, I believe, are going to be going elsewhere. Could not be set in stone, of course, as I say. There's a few days until things can actually have to start being solidified, or, well, they don't have to start being solidified for ages, but a few days until they will start being solidified on September the 14th when announcements can start to happen. This is one of the options that people have been talking about, that being Ferro over at the Florida Mutineers. Ferro is a fantastic player. I think he may be one of the most underrated players throughout the Modern Warfare season. He did so much for the Florida team, and honestly, like, Awakening and Skies get a lot of the plaudits, but I think Ferro was a really, really big deal in their success this season. Now, he replies to Clayster on September the 6th, saying, you ever heard of the saying, third time's the charm? Clayster says, me, I've won the World Champs this year, I've won, but at what cost? And yeah, Ferro says, third time's the charm, sounding like he potentially wants to go to where Clayster actually is ending up, potentially at the Subliners, and that would be a disgusting 4th, by the way, don't get me wrong. Mac and Zoom on your SMGs, Ferro as the flex, Clayster as the main AR, like, damn, and now we are talking about a really good team, and maybe Attach on that squad is equally good, I'm not sure, but you know, Ferro, I do rate him very highly indeed. We then get this though from Ferro, thoughts on his header, just yesterday talking about, well, obviously Florida Mutineers in the header, definitely making it look like he's going to be staying on the Mutineers. We do get this tweet though from Awakening, saying, can't take some people serious, Ferro says, kiss me. Yeah, Awakening then comes back with, only if you make the right decision, kind of implying, you know, not guaranteed by any means, once again, these cryptic tweets, like, we're, you know, struggling to actually decipher exactly what they could mean here, but it definitely could be the potential of, well, Ferro having the opportunity to either stay at the Florida Mutineers or go elsewhere, potentially to the Subliners, who knows. And well, you know, if that's the case, Awakening's like, please make the right decision and stay with the Mutineers. With like me, I imagine it's going to be Awakening, Skies and Ferro as the core 3 they want, but possibly Ferro's looking for other options and potentially exploring that Clayster one, because Ferro seems to have an inclination to play with Clayster, and then you look at it from Clayster's perspective and you think, well, damn, Ferro's kind of a hot-headed young talent in a sense, like incredibly talented, won some tournaments over the years as well, over, you know, World War II season, of course. Black Ops 4 didn't really work out on 100 Thieves, and then in the Modern Warfare season as well on the Florida Mutineer squad, and that could be an option for Clay alongside Mac to try and develop those two guys into players even better than they are right now, and well, that would be a scary prospect. We get this as well, there was a discussion about Sibilance on the Reddit, of course, you know, a hot prospect in the amateur community over at the North American side. I'm not sure this is incredibly likely, there was the Sibilance drama a while ago, but I just thought I'd share this clip really quick of him talking about how, well, he would like Clayster to take him under his wing. I certainly think Sibilance is a very talented player, but, you know, is he the next Simpa Beezy, Hugely Shotzi? I'm not so sure.
Imagine if Clay took me under. I don't know, man. He might.
There's 3 there.
Clay might take me under. I don't know.
On out. No.
Another crazy opportunity, and I don't think this is going to happen by any means, but I thought it was worth mentioning. Mental, who is considered to be one of the most talented console players, played Gears of War for a number of years, and he's retired from the UIU team in order to pursue a career in professional Call of Duty. So, you know, this could be something to consider. I imagine Mental would just get on a good amateur team and try and work his way through the amateur bracket into the Pro League next season, as a couple of other guys have done. It's going to be tough to walk straight into a starting lineup if you're not a guy like Shotzi and Illy that have had that pedigree in Call of Duty. Oh, wait, Illy had a pedigree in Call of Duty for a number of years, but Shotzi, of course, coming off being a Halo World Champ and highly respected by all the guys in that team. I don't reckon Mental walks into a starting lineup quite as easily as that, and well, you know, who knows what happens exactly, but some people are saying, you know, Mental to the Subliners alongside these guys, who knows, right? And well, maybe Clayster feels like that's an opportunity, but I doubt it, to be honest. Just thought I'd bring it to your guys' attention. Before we finish the video, this from COD Gamepedia: the bracket has been released for the All-Star Weekends, which is coming up, I believe, on September the 13th or something like that. 32 pro players face off in a single elimination bracket in like a 1v1 gunfight, effectively, I believe, on Modern Warfare, with $100,000 on offer. First place takes home 15 grand. Simp, Scraps and Octane are unavailable to attend and therefore have been replaced by the next highest vote getter from their respective teams. So that's pretty funny. And well, as well, we'll look at the bracket right here real quick. Just, you know, if I make it this size, we should be able to see everything and scroll down. Illy versus GodRx, Skies Envoy. That's a pretty exciting tournament. Honestly, a lot of these are pretty fun. One of the key ones, key matchups we wanted to point out right here, I suppose, one of the big ones was Attach versus Awakening, or RCDs versus Awakening, so I thought was a good one. Down here actually is a bit of a gauntlet, right? Like Dashy versus Hook, Slasher, Abeezy, Clayster, Blast, so certainly some fun matchups here. Have to see how that goes in coming days. Kenny Shotzi is another fun one that I've got my eyes on right here. We then get this from Octet, of course, who, was kind of joking about, like, you dare vote me for the All-Star match. You all thought you could finesse me with an All-Star into playing Modern Warfare again. LMAO, and they replies to this, appreciate you taking my spot for the All-Star 20, bro, Enable. Enable then says last dance, right, implying that he's not going to be on a starting lineup next season in the Call of Duty League. Could be a versatile, SMG player that can still be utilized in Call of Duty, but, doesn't seem it's going to be the case from this tweet right here. And just to finish off with this clip as well, we started the video with Clayster on the ESPN podcast. Wanted to finish off with this pretty interesting clip of what Clayster is looking for in a new team and really looking for somewhere to play out the rest of his career and retire. Is that going to be what Subliners proves to be for him? Is he even going to go there? Question still to be answered. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like you did, subscribe if you're new. As always, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.
I'm probably one of the most loyal people inside of Call of Duty when it comes to stuff like that. And like, that's all I want. Like, I just want a home to where like all the effort I put into building the brand and all the like, really just time and work and effort that I put into winning championships and not only winning championships, but doing it with style and doing it where people are talking about us and people are enjoying our brand and like what the kind of content we're putting out and like the camaraderie between the teammates, like the culture behind the team. Like, I just want somewhere that'll keep me forever. Like, I don't want to keep moving around. Like, I just want to go somewhere that'll keep me for 5 years. And then when I'm done competing, I can work inside the org as like a coach or a GM or whatever it may be. And really just stay there. And that's like what I've been looking for my entire career. And I thought I had it on eUnited. It went to franchising. I thought I had it on Empire. It went to 4v4. So, it's just another battle that I'm going to have to get through. But I hope whatever org is out there listening to this, like, I will play for you forever. Just show me some love.